Hey everyone, my name is Christine, and Claude Sonnet has been out for a few weeks, I believe, and I just want to play around with it standalone from the web interface. I've basically been able to get at it from other coding agents, so why not just try it standalone? So a friend of my sister actually asked me, why don't you create a crossword puzzle app? So let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. I have actually a Claude Pro subscription, so let me just go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna use the exact same prompt that I used with another coding agent. And so I just want a quick Astro TypeScript v Tailwind app, and let it kind of get going creating this. All right, so it's going to be using artifacts to publish it, and it's going ahead and generating that as well. And as it has done before, it's spitting up kind of a lot of code that is in there. It's looking pretty good, and knowing that it's probably Astro, I can actually either run it locally or try to see if I can publish it and have it run it for me. It's editing a few things. So far, I'm assuming it knows what it's doing. It usually does. I'll let it churn for a little bit, come back when it's done, or if something interesting happens. Looks like it's coming down to the wire and it's almost done creating my app. Let's scroll down to the bottom, see where it got to. I think it's done. I don't see any movement. We'll try it out. Let's click on publish. Publish and copy link. All right, and let's see what it looks like. Ah, that's just the code. That's not what I want. All right, let's see what we got. So I see what happened. It just kind of like I just needed to have it continue. And sometimes it's easier to look at this. So it's created like the main component. It's now working on the layout. And now it's going ahead and continuing. And if it stops again, I guess I just need to nudge it. All right, so it said it's created the full app, TypeScript, as I said, Astro and all. It's got an interactive grid, smart navigation, visual feedback. It's told me all about the key components, and I would actually need to run this locally. And if you have like really simple apps, you can actually run it within Claude as an artifact, but this is a little bit more involved. So it's telling me that I should create a new directory. So it's giving me like a lot of code in here, the structure, etc. So with a lot of code to deal with, I don't want to just like have to copy and paste each of them individually. There's tools that can help you with it from the get-go, but I'm just going to ask it to potentially just create a bash script that I can use, maybe run it locally. So here's a prompt that I'm going to use. Just give me a bash script that I can use, that I can run it and put all the required files so I can run it locally. All right, let's see it churn away on that and see what it gets with. So it's creating a bash script and creating the structure, and now it's concatenating, I guess, all of the files that it had churned out in the artifacts. And hopefully if it gives me that, then I will grab it and run it locally. So I went ahead and churned a whole bunch of code, and then kind of gave you some instructions. Save the script and basically run it, and tells me what the script does. This is just a shortcut so I don't have to copy and paste all of these files over and over again. So let me kind of go ahead and do that. I'm just going to copy the contents in here And then I'm gonna go into my warp, which is where I'm running my terminal. I've got a freshly minted folder in here, and I'm just gonna call up setup crossword puzzle, something like that. And all the files in there. And then per instructions, let's see what it's telling me to do. It's saying that once I've done that, I can just basically change. And this is just to allow it to actually be able to execute it and then just execute it as well. So copy that. All right, so now if I see, I've got this directory called crossword puzzle app, and it's saying that I just need to do an npm install to get all of the dependencies set up. And then after that, I should be able to just do an npm run dev to get it up and running and then check it out in my browser. We got some errors in here. Let's debug that a little bit. Okay, so it looks like there is complaining about this Astro.js TypeScript. So I'm just gonna open that package file. And I'm pretty sure that this doesn't exist. So this is the one that it's complaining about. And if I check it out, say in a registry, and see if it exists in a browser, let's see. Because that's what sometimes you might have some of these LLMs might be hallucinating packages that don't actually exist. But I'll know for, let me just get rid of it. So I am going to go back here and delete that and then see if I can run this again. Okay, so looks like it was able to run, and now I can just try to run the app and see if it's running. Command click to open it in the browser, and we've got our crossword app. And now that we've got this prototyped, I don't see where all the words, oh yeah, here it is, upside down. We've got all the key things in there. Looks pretty nice. And then you can take this and prototype it on, or just like refine it, potentially using another editor, or if you just want to continue working with it in Claude, you can do that as well. I recommend picking up or bringing up something like Cursor, Windsurfer, Zed, or even just bringing it into one of those vibe coding apps like Lovable to continue working on this. But it was just a quick way to see what it would look like to use Claude Sonnet. And apart from that little minor hallucination of a package that didn't exist, I thought it did a pretty good job. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this video on how you can prototype with Claude Sonnet 4, and be on the lookout for other videos coming soon. Thank you.